Hi, this is Ken Peters from NWO. Have you heard the news about China's floating city? Believe it or not, clues may be hidden in several recently appearing crop circles. Today, I want you to view this video and give your verdict on this mystery. As you can see in this map and the video that follows, many people witnessed what appeared to be a city floating on clouds. Almost as soon as the news broke out, Main Street media immediately called it a hoax. They said it is just a fata morgana. You may recall what you learned in middle school. When dehydrated travelers see water in the horizon, they find nothing but sand when they get there. However, such phenomena is caused by light rays bent by extremely dense layers of warm and cold air. While the sightings happened in southern China, 500 miles apart, in two cities, and in pleasant October weather, how is a fata morgana possible? Maybe this is just a fake photo? Of course, anything is possible, but it has been several weeks since the Chinese authorities started investigating this matter. If it is an internet hoax, someone would likely be in jail already. Someone said this is Project Bluebeam. What is Project Bluebeam? Many conspiracy theorists believe the floating city is the proof of a secret NASA mission. Project Bluebeam was first introduced by Canadian journalist Sherry Wang in 1994. He suggests NASA and the United Nations are planning to create a new world order by using technologically simulated mind control to shape a global New Age religion. It starts with Step 1, the breakdown of all religion and archaeological knowledge. Step 2, a gigantic space with 3D holographic laser projections. We can't deny the floating city does look like a scene from a sci-fi movie. In 1994, Sherry predicted, "The show will consist of laser projections of multiple holographic images to different parts of the world, each receiving a different message according to the predominating regional, national religious faiths." Step 3. Telepathic two-way communication. This is where things start to get really creepy. It is believed NASA will use low-frequency radio waves to telepathically communicate with humans in an attempt to shape their beliefs to match those taught by the New Age religion. Step 4. Universal supernatural manifestations using electronic means. The final step of Project Bluebeam is to create a chaotic event that will leave people willing or desperate enough to accept the New World Order. Sounds pretty scary, right? And also a little bit too crazy for so many people to believe it is true. But don't forget that we just had 4 blood moons and a missed doomsday on 9/28/15. The floating cities have brought this series to another climax. How could NASA do this? Haven't we got enough trouble in the USA with our 320 million people? Our government can't even keep their budget afloat. Why do they want floating cities, right? I'm not saying that floating city is not part of a secret government project, but I think it is not very likely for the purpose stated in the 1994 Project Bluebeam. I don't think NASA will do such things, because I don't think the USA wants to control the world. Imagine a world after global disasters. Creating Project Bluebeam is not impossible, but just not very practical. But I do believe a new age will come sooner than we expected. The secret projects may be a defense mechanism, are to save us from ruins. What I meant is, maybe the images we saw is a warning, or maybe it is a message sent by our protectors. I do believe disasters are coming our way, as I have depicted in my video about the 9 Netherlands crop circles. It started with a Earth's rebirth spiral and doomsday planetary alignments on 4/28/15, followed by 7 more intriguing circles revealing more messages, and the 9th one on 9/12/15 showing Earth's coming rebirth. As I pointed out in my previous videos, the globe on top is our Earth, and the circle is to show our moon's orbit. The one on the bottom is a symbol commonly recognized as rebirth. It showed that we may be given a chance for a new world. You can't deny that sounds very much like a new world order, right? Another crop circle appeared on 10/7/15 in Brazil. This one showed a globe inside of 2 overlapping circles. I believe it means the integration of 2 systems and the birth of a new one. And again, a message of rebirth. The 4 matching dots on the side is another warning of an incoming object. Maybe asteroids? Or Nibiru? Now to summarize. Number 1. I don't think the floating city is a laser imprint. Number 2. But I think it may contain warning messages for us. Number 3. I don't think it is a mirage. If it is a special unknown kind with some very special messages for us. I don't believe NASA is behind the Blue Beam project, if there is one. 4. But unless we can totally escape the coming disaster, our world will have to face disasters and depopulation, at which time there will be a new world order, or we will be out of order. 5. We should prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So what kind of messages may be in the floating city? Again, I have my own unique view on this. Have you ever heard about China's ghost cities? The 2 Chinese cities of Jiangxi and Fushan are different in weather, terrain, and industrialization, but do have one thing in common. They are both near the famous ghost cities, cities that were built with no residents. Look at this map showing the 2 cities, and then this map showing the ghost cities. And now look at this map of China's coastline after the melting ice cap. Now, do you still think the Chinese are stupid for building these cities? If a major flood or disasters were to happen soon, the Chinese have already built shelters for millions, while most of us have no place to go. Of course, my other instinct tells me the floating city may also be a sign of a coming economic collapse, especially in China's housing market, possibly starting in the ghost cities. We get to see what happens when the housing bubble bursts. The dream homes will evaporate into thin air, just like what we see in this video. Now let's look at some ghost cities pictures. What do you think? No matter what you think, there is not much we can do other than have love and faith. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That is why we call it the present.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. His grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first